Name is Kevin Dorival, and welcome to Testimony Tuesdays. And this is where I share a quick story of how God has been good to me. A testimony that I'm sure other people can relate to. Right here, I'm in my office, so if you ever see it in my videos, and I'm in this chair, and you have this view behind me, the wonderful view with the beautiful trees and the gorgeous sun that God has made. This is my headquarters, the office, and right here is where you see the little art I have on the wall and paintings. Yes, that's the Miami Heat 2013 champions, and you have there a picture of a father and son with the baseball mitt. Hope you can see it over there. And then you have the Ray Charles and Diana Ross and Sky uh, painting, not painting, but album cover. Back when they used to use the vinyl disc. And you have, little, little things. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can see it with the little book there with Ray Charles. I know things looking kind of sideways, but anyway, on before I moved here, I didn't have a place to stay really. I was living out of my car, from place to place. I had a job at the time, but I was looking, for a better place to live. Where I was at wasn't really peaceful at all. Didn't have my peace of mind. And peace of mind is everything. I'm gonna make a video on that soon. But being a good person that I am, I thank God for my heart. I helped an older lady with her computer. She couldn't really use her computer for some reason, and it was just a minor difficulty. So I went to go help her with the computer, but it took me 2 or 3 weeks before I was going to do that. One of my coworkers, she asked me, could I go visit a friend of hers with her computer, and I kind of brushed her off for a couple of weeks. I was just going through too much at the time, and it's too far from where I was laying my head at. Eventually, I get there. I help her with the computer, and then I invite her to my church. And she asked me, "What church you go to?" And I told her, "Redeeming Word." And she's like, "Redeeming Word? I go to that church." I said, "For real?" Because I've never seen her, and she's never seen me. The church is pretty big, nice size. Pastor Ed, Pastor Yvette, great word. Every Thursday night, every Sunday morning, and Saturday morning. And what I really did like about the whole situation was that it was in divine order. The fact that both of us was there, but we never met each other. But now there was a divine reason to have met each other. So she asked me to have a place to stay for something that made her ask me that. And I was like, no, not really. I'm looking for some place. And she told me that she happened to be the manager of a condominium in Fort Lauderdale. So I'm like, okay, you got some place now? She's like, well, I'm on vacation right now, but it could be something. Just give me some time. When I get back from vacation, she was, towards the beginning of her vacation, she's getting ready to go out of town, but she was like, when I get back to work on Monday, I'll see what I can do. And this was a Monday or Tuesday evening. And at the meanwhile, I was looking for another place. As a matter of fact, I already paid a deposit on another place. Did a background check that didn't come out good at all, even though I haven't been in trouble for years. And the guy at the other apartment complex, he asked me about some of these charges, which was drug possession, attempted robbery, the regular good stuff. But these things took place over 10 years ago. Right now, I'm in a different path in my life. Definitely changed, man. Haven't been in any trouble. Not gonna be in any trouble. I love my life. I love what God is doing. But he said he's going to bypass all of that since it's been so long ago, and I'm going to let you move in. And the place was next to the job I had at the time, which is another story. I'll give another testimony on that. In Coral Springs, Florida, and the owner, started telling me about, I have to pay the water, the light, and the cable. And I was like, water and the cable? I'm like, why would I want to pay water and cable? That was like ridiculous. Why would I pay all of that plus the rent? And the parking was real small. And I have a Cadillac CTS, and I didn't want to be in the city, have my car pretty much new in them small spaces. And I knew it was going to get scratched up a couple of times. That was inevitable. So the night that I was going to pay this guy the rest of the money and sign, the form and everything, and I was going to hand him over like, I think $1,200 that night, Mrs. Shirley, the older lady, she called me, and I'm at work at the time. And I normally ignore calls at work because they don't play that, but having a number in my phone, and I figured that she called me, it must be something important. So she asks me, Kevin, so have you found a place yet? And I was like, no, I haven't found a place yet. Exactly, but, I am going to sign this paperwork, tonight at a place I don't really like. And she was like, well, see if you can reschedule that appointment, but I want you to come and see me because I think I have something you just might like. And so she started describing it to me a little bit, giving the details. And I was like, okay, I will get back to you as soon as I get off work, and I'll meet you there at such and such time. Okay, bam. As a matter of fact, she left a voicemail telling me the description of the condominium. It's a 2-2 gated community, and the area that I was in. I know this area is an affluent area, so it's gonna cost some big bucks and a credit background check in order to qualify for it. Like, areas like this, especially in Fort Lauderdale, where there's a lot of crimes going on. But not in every area, but just it's a big city here in Florida. And I told her I don't need to see the place. If it's what you say it is, I'm ready to sign like right now. But I get there and there's no lights on inside the condo. Of course, no one has lived in there in 2 years, maybe 3, like a little over 2 years. So I'm using my cell phone camera as a light. Not even the camera, but just the light from the cell phone, having it on, using the screen to just take a look. And I'm just in love with this place, man. I'm touching the walls. I'm thanking God. I'm like, Lord, thank the blessings of the Lord shall make me rich. I had no sorrow. That's Proverbs 10:22. For those of you who don't know, but I'm touching the walls. I'm thanking God. The blessings of the Lord, the overflow, the abundance. Thank you, Jesus, Lord, for all my shame, for all my disrespect that has been given unto me. He shall give me double the inheritance, double land. All the land and prosperity shall be mine. And so I'm speaking all those good things in this place. And she's not tripping because she's a woman of God. And she gave me the number to the lady who owns the place. I called her immediately. It was kind of late. I called her. She answered the phone. And, she set up a meeting. And, we sat there. We met up. We spoke about the place and everything. And I was just so thankful, this old woman was able to sow a seed into my life. And the background check, forget about it. With the manager being a friend of mine now, she does a background check. So she She didn't even do the background check. I told her what the situation was. She just like, so what kind of you got? What kind of crime you have on your case? On your record, and she's like, don't worry about that. That was over 10 years ago. You good. And the landlord of the place, the owner of the condominium, she told me that I don't have to pay, first, last, and security. Just pay the first month rent, and you in there. You just pay me the security, on a month by month basis whenever you get the money. And I was like, oh my God, And I woke up once I finally moved in. It was a Thursday night. Actually, it was either the day before or the day after my birthday. And that Thursday night, I had to go to church, and I was so tired from, I was at work, moved in, all my stuff. Me and my brother JP helped me, and I was so tired, but I just wanted to go to church. Even though I'm tired, I'm dog tired. I mean, sweaty, body aching. You know what happens when you move. I went to church anyway. And just to encourage you guys, if you guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, you have a dream, if something's here for you, God is going to give it to you. There's nothing that can stop it, no matter, what the haters say, what people may think of you. Whatever you want to accomplish in your life, you can do it. Just put your mind to it, put your prayers on it, and your faith behind it. Actually, put your faith in front of it. Put your actions behind it. And you shall be successful, prosperous, and all of that good stuff. Blessings to you. Testimony Tuesday.